are you gay?
Do you think I'm cute?
What's up everybody and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Ryan. I have many interests and I talk about a lot of things on this channel, so you can check out my playlist after watching this video to see all of that I have to offer. But today I am going to be talking about online dating. Now, I know what you're thinking.
Don't you have a boyfriend?
You're like, yes, I do, but I was in the online dating realm for 7 or 8 years on and off, so I feel like I'm very experienced and knowledgeable about the world of online dating, and I'm going to be giving you some of my best tips and tricks to get the most out of it and to, I think, enjoy it the most as well and stay safe. Like I said, did it for a while, and I did it right when I came out as being gay because there were apps out that were specifically for gay men to find other gay men to date. And I enjoyed that a lot because, you know, it's hard for me to find another man who I know likes other men and would then be interested in me, because I can't very well go to any bar I wish and go up to someone and say, "Are you gay?"
Do you think I'm cute?
So the online gay dating apps were very great for me, and honestly I got some fun dates out of it. I got some long-term relationships as well out of it. My current relationship is one that was found via online dating, so I think we're in that time period now where it's becoming more normalized and people who meet online aren't afraid to talk about it. My first tip is to choose the best app for you. Use a couple, 2 or 3 maybe, make some profiles, start engaging with people. And if you're finding that on one app in particular, you're talking to more people, you're engaging with more people, those people are engaging more with you, then stick to using that one and focus on using that one, because I used many apps, then I ended up only using one all the time because the other ones, the people were not communicative and were not engaging. So I just didn't like it, and I found that I kept going on dates via just this one that was called Grindr, and that it currently exists. What's funny about Grindr is that it's typically known in the gay community as more of a hookup app, but I honestly have met every single long-term relationship I've had through Grindr, so I think that says something. My second tip is to chat it up. Chat it up, be engaging. If you're shy, be very responsive to someone who's chatting it up with you, or as responsive as you can, because these apps only work if you're talking, and you have to be showing the person who you are. You have to be communicating with them because you want to be showing interest. You almost have to push out your personality and communicate that much more because it's online and there aren't other social cues to go off of. So kind of put your personality very much out there. So now let's get down to visuals. Photos. I can tell you, I've probably been on dates where somebody doesn't feel like I look like my photos. I've been on dates where I don't feel like the person I was out with looked like their photos. I think with online dating, it's just how it is sometimes, where you maybe have these fantasy visions of what this person's gonna look like in your head, and then it ends up just looking different. Not bad, not good, just different. But I think a good rule of thumb is to put your best foot forward with your photos. Really express who you are, show the different parts of your personality. Make sure they actually represent you as a person. For instance, I wakeboard about once or twice a year, so I probably shouldn't put a photo, especially my main photo, as a picture of me wakeboarding, because then the people looking into my account and my profile might think that I wakeboard for a living or that I'm into extreme sports, which I'm not. So you can see how a photo might send someone down a different path of thought when checking you out. So overall, just get photos that represent you. And then I will say on top of that too, look for other people who are putting more photos out there and photos that are of their varying interests, because you want somebody who's putting more photos, they're engaged, they want to, you know, find somebody on these online apps to date, they want to be engaging with people. So I think it's to your benefit to look out for people who are putting that effort into the photos as well. And honestly, when it comes to taking your own photos, don't be afraid to ask some friends if the lighting's good to snag a photo of you doing something. Maybe you're just eating ice cream, maybe you're at a nice restaurant and you just want to get a smiling photo. I think it's always good to get photos when you can that best represent you. And I will say on top of that, if you're looking into someone's profile and they just have like one photo and it's them with sunglasses and you're just kind of like, then I don't know if you should talk to them because they're not putting their best foot forward. So my next 2 tips are about privacy. Starting off with, don't be afraid to not give away your phone number or your personal info. The apps have the chat feature for a reason. It's to put that barrier of security and safety for 2 people who are communicating with each other. So if somebody asks for your phone number, don't be afraid to say no. One thing that I did was I would share like my Instagram because my Instagram's public. It's a little bit, of that giving them something without having to show them, everything, because I feel like a phone number is very personal and you can get information from a phone number on somebody. So I felt more comfortable giving my social channels like an Instagram because I could communicate them, they could see more about me, and on top of that I didn't have to give them my phone number because I have received some weird texts in the past, so know that when you give them a phone number that you might get some weird text. And then my next tip regarding privacy is that you should always meet in a public place when you're first meeting somebody. I personally would not only meet them in a public place, but I would also text a photo of the person, some info about them, their phone number if I got it, or their social handles if I got it, to a close friend or family member of mine so that somebody knew where I was going and what I was doing and who I was meeting, because it helped me to feel more safe on the date, that I could just, relax and know that if craziness or if something were to go wrong that somebody knows. It just made me feel overall better. And it was kind of fun sharing with friends, whenever I was going on a date and they knew what was going on and they would ask me about it after, so it kind of was nice in that respect too. And then my last and final tip is to be open-minded. Online dating is something that's new for a lot of people, but I think it's something that's honestly great and offers a lot of opportunity for people who are seeking relationships and dating, and honestly, you might even find some new friends out of it instead. So I urge you to try it out if you're interested in online dating. I think it can be intimidating at first, but then once you get into it, it can be a lot of fun. Feel free to share any other tips and tricks that you have in the comments below that I did not mention here in the video, and be sure to like this video if you enjoyed it. But other than that, have an amazing day and have fun online dating.